Disruptive Podcast. Disruptive Podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Disruptive Podcast. I'm your host, Spencer, and this is your co-host, Robin. We're all back at it. And guess who's back? Yeah, honorary member, Jason.
Your favorite member.
The favorite, yeah. The favorite son of the Disruptive Podcast.
What's up, yo?
We're back, and summer is like officially gone. It's not here.
Yeah, yo. Today you guys went outside. You're like
Cloudy.
I was asking, yo, should we eat outside or inside? You're like, do you see the sun out? I was like, no. All right, we're going inside. I was like,
we're going
okay.
inside. Yeah, it was getting windy, cloudy, and it's kind of like, you're like, oh, okay, summer's gone, but yay, fall. But then you know what comes after fall, and it's fucking painful and torture.
It is.
It's beautiful.
I don't mind fall. I just don't like once it's ending. You're like, no. Wait, just a little bit more fall.
I'm definitely a summer guy.
Yeah.
I thrive the most within that time of the year. But at the same time, I don't hate fall.
Yeah.
I don't hate fall. Nothing wrong with getting a little cozy.
You get to wear the sweatshirts, the baggy pants, and I have quite a bit more of like double layers kind of outfits than I do for summer, because summer is just t-shirt, shorts, honestly.
Yeah,
because it
it
gets
is.
too hot to wear anything else.
Fall's much easier to dress for. Than
You get more
for
creative.
Any other...
A lot more creative because of the layering and accessories too.
Yep.
Like your I don't know, this is so controversial, beanie, or what's the Canadian
Toque.
toque.
I don't know why they call it toque.
It's a beanie. No offense, but
Yeah, I mean, I've only really known it as a beanie. The occasional Scully.
yeah, Scully.
But yeah, I'm not used to saying that. Yet.
Not yet. I've noticed like the things I never said before, I'm starting to say as this is like my third year in Canada.
You're getting used to it, huh?
Like, and I start thinking, hey, that's the only way to say it. Like, I forget about the older words,
Right.
spelling as well, certain words, the American versus like the other.
Color.
Color. It's spelled different.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on right now. We've been really invested, like us three specifically, because we love the Raptors. Right here, we hung it up, so don't. It wasn't there before, but we just thought it looked nice.
Just for the episode, and
it's playoff season. We have to support our Raptors.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
the last game.
That's why that awkward time's like, but
the second round has been interesting.
see,
At least
people are giving a little too much shit to the Raptors. Why? Because of 2 wins, 1 horrible loss, but dude, the bubble has such an effect on it.
Yeah, I mean, I
You saw their energy after the kids. They saw their kids and family.
right.
Completely different.
It's the bubble. Just all throughout the whole bubble, all these players have been playing at a much higher level than they did
Before
the bubble, and it's made for some crazy basketball, crazy game winners, crazy plays, crazy.
Whoever
everything.
thought OG would make
Right?
Yeah.
like not
Clutch
to be me or
0.5 second
anything,
shot,
but like
yeah.
OG
Right,
of all people.
is he's on his way to be something
Yeah.
really good in this league. It's really great. But if you would have told me that he was gonna save our season,
No, I would have been like, no, that's
in an isolated gym in Florida.
You tell me Siakam, sure, Gasol, sure, Van Fleet.
Yeah, Van Vliet was meant to make that.
It was
Lowry, anyone else but OG.
Yeah,
Oh, gee, that's.
Powell. Yeah, got it.
I mean, yeah, but that was a great shot to save the season, and we came back stronger for for the 4th game to tie it up 2-2, and now it's 3-2 to Boston.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're not happy.
Hey, I mean, it's still pretty possible.
And I also,
it's 100% possible.
it's like, I think it's the second relapse of the way, when I say the bubble thing, there are no fans in the audience. There's no stadium. Okay, like, it's like, imagine you're working at the theater, right? And you're performing, it's your big night, no one's there. How awkward is it going to be? I was like, maybe a couple of people, like what the only thing they see, it's their family. Cool, yeah, my wife and kids are there. Sure, they're the only thing I need in life. But if
It's
you're
different
it's a
athlete.
different thing when you're a major athlete, when you thrive, you went for that fame and fortune.
Yeah, especially the Raptors. Raptors has the biggest fan base of almost all NBA teams because it's
Yeah.
all of Canada.
Yeah.
It's all of
Representing
Canada.
something much bigger. Than
Fans have such a huge effect on the way Raptors play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we have our Jurassic Park. That shit
Is
crazy. Fam.
one of
Crazy.
the best tailgate places in anywhere, honestly.
And last year in our last
Cold,
playoff run,
and no matter what.
in our last playoff run, we had Jurassic Parks all over the country.
The country, yeah.
Yes.
There was one in Ajax.
Yes.
There was one in Mississauga. Everywhere, fam. They put that shit everywhere.
BC
Yeah.
had a bunch of Jurassic
BC,
Parks.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Oh,
that was great. That's
I mean,
that kind of like collectiveness.
and but also that collectiveness, but because it's an outside team. Let's just say that it's a Canadian team. It's not in the American selection. Because the NBA is majority American, they still always talk about the Toronto Raptors. Yes, they're great achievements, but as underdogs, they never give them the respect in a sense. Not enough.
Not even
Because
a
everybody
championship
hears
either.
Lakers,
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls. You can talk about
Yeah.
Houston.
Everyone thinks the only reason why
OKC.
the Raptors made it is because
Yeah.
of Kawhi.
Yeah,
But
but
now
we're
they've
proving
seen
it's
us
really
play,
not.
yeah,
It's
really
really
not.
not.
No.
Sure,
that-
he made that final shot
Exactly.
to bring us to.
Yeah.
And he also, like, if anything, he gave us that confidence that we could
Yeah.
bring it
Yeah.
back.
It's completely
We're
possible.
proving that we can.
What are your thoughts on like when playoff season starts? Almost everyone becomes a pro at basketball. Like, you know, there's people
Yeah.
who come and they're like, "Yo, the Raptors, they're my team." Even though way before that, they weren't even talking about that shit.
Yeah.
They didn't even mention Raptors in their
They light
anywhere. And then the playoffs come. Yo, have you seen the Raptors?
Exactly.
Oh, you
I think
see them
it's like
play?
a form of patriotism,
Yeah.
or like you said, unity. You're supporting. It's like no matter what, you're gonna hold up a flag of where you
Yeah.
represent, in a sense, or your jersey of a team, because it's where you live, where you have your life. It becomes part of your identity. You know, you. Oh, I live in Toronto. I've dedicated my life here. I'm building my life here. So this is gonna be my life, my city, right? I think as if you show love to it, it's more than enough. That's a true fan.
Exactly. Like, you have to show love. Right?
Yeah.
Love and support.
I mean, sorry, you don't have to show love, but you know,
Yeah, love it.
Just
You
support.
have to
you
love
know,
it.
you can show some sort of.
just
Exactly.
just being from Toronto can be enough to be a Raptors
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
And like no, because there are some fans who get mad or they'll be like, you don't even know what they went through before they got here, and you're like,
Yeah.
like you kind of just you said the bandwagon, right? It's like
Yeah.
that. It's like, you know, it is
So
what it
what?
is.
At least they're here now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I always take a lot of the Rafiki thing. You know, when he hits the head. Well, what was that for? Doesn't matter. It's in the past. Just let it go. It fucking happened. It happened. They weren't through thick and thin, but maybe they will in the future because they just hopped on.
Yeah.
It's not the only thick and thin they're going to go through.
That's
So,
true.
yeah, I think it's just like perspective as well. I mean, I definitely probably have been a like kind of that fan that gets angry like when someone says, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars." I'm like, "No, you're not.
Right.
No, you're not."
It's that gatekeeping, you know.
It's like you're like my
you
team.
kind of gatekeep.
Yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
of shit that happens when you gatekeep, bro.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
but
Everyone does it,
Yeah.
but I don't think they do it on purpose. Like it's kind of just
It's out
like
of passion.
It's
Out
out
of
of passion.
passion.
There, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out of passion. Yeah, and like I mean, basketball is basketball. Enjoy it whenever you want.
facts.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I think at this time,
yeah.
particularly, those people are especially like defensive because it's the playoffs and like I don't know, Raptors specifically in the playoffs. We had our bumps. You know,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
we had our bumps. All thanks to the man named LeBron.
James.
LeBron James.
He gave us a whooping.
Yeah.
But as soon as he left the East, like we got
Yeah.
our chip. But now we're like, everyone's on defense mode. We can defense mode again because we're down in the playoffs. We might lose.
Yo, bring the mic a bit closer. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, because we're down in the playoffs.
There we go.
And
There
now
you are.
people have opinions, and like people have opinions about what the Raptors should and shouldn't do in order to win the series. And so
Right.
it's like, oh, come on, like shut up, you can't say anything because like I've seen how we do in the playoffs, so I know best.
Yeah. You know, just don't gatekeep, man. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, think about this, especially don't gatekeep now. sports just came back.
Yeah, man.
People, you know what? Wait, maybe they didn't like it now, but now they need some of that thrill and excitement while staying indoors. Don't do it. It's just like, I think this season, these playoffs during this bubble, because of everything that's happening, this is the perfect. Just to everybody, fine, get in quickly now. Yeah. This is your chance to come in the gate, and then it's closing back after a while. Yeah, I mean, I could say because of the bubble, I've been more passionate about basketball just because I didn't value it as much before because it was there always, but now that it was gone for, I'm like, wait.
And it's because you play 2K.
Yeah. You're gonna fill that void somehow, right?
Yeah.
So, you play 2K, you be like, yo, pass there,
yo, screen. Like,
all that.
Get your man.
Yo, sub. Yo, coach, go for a timeout, bro. Timeout.
Yeah,
all that.
And then now, I'm not kidding. Once you start playing 2K and you know the mistakes that you do as a player with your team, and you see it happening, you're like, what, dude, post up, man. Yeah. Like, don't just
look at the open man.
Dude, when Lowry was trying to score in front of Walker, I'm like, what made you think his height was not gonna, top you? I'm like, dude, what? No, you can't.
Because Lowry got balls, fam. The guy will get charged.
But if
Larry's not scared of anybody.
He ain't scared of nobody.
He's not. But when you know that the Celtics have a crazy interior defense.
Yeah. Sometimes they're going out.
Shit, that hurt.
You good?
Yeah, my bad, guys. I hit my foot.
Lowry's just he's not afraid of nothing.
He's not afraid of nothing. He's a charging beast.
He's a leader. He's a leader.
All right, let's switch the subject from basketball to something else because we were going off. I mean, we're passionate about basketball, but it's Jason's here.
Playoffs are intense.
So. Yeah, and we're in the middle of playoffs, so that's why we're a bit
anxious. We anxious, bro.
We're anxious. Yeah,
we just lost the game, man. We just lost
last night. That hurt. Yeah, and in the previous episode we had Coffee and Cakes, curated by Luke. He's a great friend. Really nice guy. Crazy story, right? Like the whole.
I didn't even know he went to my school.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool that you guys met. But I wanna have stories like that. But I didn't have the the stamina to wait in line, and I definitely want to start doing that. Maybe for some. I don't know, because 12 hours is a lot. Yeah,
no, that shit's a commitment. You have to have the mindset. You have to be like, yo, I really freaking want to shoot. I really want to shoot.
He had a commitment. He brought camping. Well, he mentioned people brought camping stuff.
People brought camping stuff.
Yeah. No, I've never had the kind of stamina.
No.
Dude, and then after the fact that he got this thing
in front of the line
from him.
Yeah,
I would have been like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I would not have had the tenacity to be like, yo, let me just try here now.
Hey.
No.
Okay, let me tell you something. Schmack.
Exactly. Bro, the guy really said, yeah.
He like slithered in.
I know,
yeah.
The
door. Yeah, that's like, I feel like that's like, he's like the guy. You remember that movie with James Franco and Seth Rogen, This Is the End?
Mm-hmm. Great movie.
That guy, do you know when they were rationing the water and Danny McBride came and just started fucking drinking? That's the kind of guy. That's the guy. The guy, that's the same kind of people that, like the guy with the kids, that, hey, I'll pay you if you just line up and get extra space for us. The people who just like scam or scheme. It's a scheme. Scheme the system, right? They're just very conniving, very fox-like.
It's so much deeper than just a pair of shoes.
Smart. Their mindset is work smarter, not harder.
Right, but
which is a good mindset.
At what sense? At what cost of morality?
There's that morality behind everything.
Yeah,
right? Like sure, you're gonna be making a lot of money, but like you
ruin
sure it's like it's completely fine. There's nothing wrong again. There's no law.
I mean,
but like knowing that you took advantage of a kid, or you just took advantage of the fact that you can get a bunch of kids.
But if you're tuning in, just like you skipped here. We're not talking about. That's not what it sounds like. We're talking about a guy. Yeah.
About a guy.
Because you said taking advantage of a kid. I'm like, there's no Epstein shit going on here.
Talking about shoes.
People who want to make money.
Like let's just say a shoe collector just will go up to some not kids, just like old like seniors, juniors, even like college kids. And they will give them, hey, okay, this shoe is worth.
Line up for me,
much.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you a fraction. Like you get like commission.
Yeah.
Damn. And these guys buy in the load and then resell them for like thousands of dollars. So yeah, those are the schemers and the scammers. Hey man,
make your money however you want to make your money.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's like they're back to what we're saying, we had to fix something.
Yeah.
The people who just like take advantage, I feel like those are the guys who Wolf of Wall Street. They like in a larger scale, that kind of mindset that was taught. There's always ways to do things the right way, and then there's ways to do it the really wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is what I don't know how we got there.
Hey man, if you want to know more about it, watch the
watch last episode. It was great. But check his account too. _ Coffee and Kicks. It's in the description below.
Good content.
Yeah, great content and
yeah.
quality, and you know it's authentic from like a passionate person. And I was gonna say there's a lot of projects that I really want to push forward, but it takes time to develop them. And I think now it's a time when like telling people in a sense. Yeah, I started watching all these motivational videos, right? You're up 3 a.m. and you end up watching that, and it's always Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like, "You can do it." I sleep 24 hours a day, stuff like that. And you're like, "Wow," or not sleep for 24 hours. He's talking about like how he didn't sleep for 24 hours, using his 24 hours day perfectly, right?
Right.
Like this amount of time for sleep, this amount of time to eat breakfast, like workout, book construction, and then come back and stuff. And I saw the Denzel Washington, inaugurational speech or graduation speech, stuff like that. And I said, dude, like this shit, yeah, it's cringy at times, but they're speaking facts. And I'm talking about, this was like months ago. This is the reason, kind of also the videos it's the reason for this podcast, the pushing forward, the doing the projects I want to do, the creative work and stuff. And I think people need to start doing that more. Like, give those videos actually a listen. Don't like hear them out, but like really listen.
Right.
And like maybe protagonize yourself as them, and then you can see that stuff. Because we're having fun. It doesn't really take that much.
And also just knowing what you want. There's a lot that comes out of it.
Yeah.
Just simply knowing what you want for yourself, envisioning yourself. Yeah. In a better place than you are at the moment. That's a good way to start. That's a good place to start.
Yeah. Especially when you say in the moment, because maybe you don't know what you want in the future, but do what you can right now. See where that takes you, and eventually maybe
it could lead to something.
It can lead to something. Yeah.
It's like try the things out. It's kind of win-win for you, because you got something fun out of it.
Yeah. And nothing comes out of it. It's experience.
Yeah, and that shit's gold. When it's fun, it's like, dude. Because now, like, what's crazy? You look back, and you start thinking, hey, my parents used to say this shit, and then you didn't get it at all, and then you start saying, fuck, I hate. You kind of get mad that you're like, fuck, they were right. It's like when you're old enough, this conversation will come back, and you will understand, and you're like, no, it won't. But damn, it does.
And when it does, like,
you're
I don't even want to give my parents the satisfaction.
The satisfaction. Fuck you. Yeah.
Don't tell them like, fuck.
I know. Because they'd be like, I know, because I told you.
Yeah, because I lived through it. Because I gave birth to you.
I did exactly what you did.
Do you remember when I did this for you? I gave birth to you. I'm like, yes, mom.
You're right, and I was wrong.
Yeah. She's like, I had to have 2 jobs, and starts like doing all. See, once you give parents satisfaction, they start listing every fucking accomplishment, and you were trying to survive like the semester.
Yep. Yeah.
And your social life at the same time. You're like, damn, they don't make them like that anymore.
Parents are right. That's all you gotta know. You may not believe they are right.
See,
right now, but
dude,
eventually you'll be like,
not all the times. I think like in nature, dude. Every generation is evolution.
Yeah, we're
right?
different.
Right. We're definitely different. But
there's that one, I won't say traditional, but it's the one thing that always happens to everybody.
So you're saying if a parent was more like traditional in their vocabulary, are they right? And they say something that get canceled?
I'm not saying they're be traditional. I'm just saying there's always that one thing that happens, no matter what generation it may be.
Yeah.
It's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have to be traditional. It's just going to happen to you. Like, you're gonna go through heartbreak. You're gonna go through.
That's the life. That's life experience.
Yeah, you're gonna go like school.
You're gonna
work.
have to figure out that money don't grow on trees, fam.
That's we can only ever really relate like once we start having our own.
Exactly.
They're gonna do that one thing. We're gonna be like,
yeah.
Actually, hey, you shouldn't do it. Then they're gonna be like, shut up.
Exactly.
Like, but I know.
Do you know what I started doing like since my consciousness was more aware? Like obviously post puberty. All the stuff that my mom hated that I did, I started catching her doing it. Be like, but you taught me this, and then you're doing the same thing, and it leads to an argument. No, I didn't, and I'm like, Mom, you just did it.
Yeah,
like you just did it. You know, it's like, don't preach what you can't teach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that this? Yeah. It's don't preach when you can't teach.
Yeah.
Or I have that sometimes.
Or someone following the preach or whatever.
Yeah.
I have that sometimes with my mom.
Or dad too.
Off the talk, bro. Like
yeah.
On the dinner table growing up, my mom would always tell me that I cannot drink anything until I've had at least like 3/4 of my meal done to drink.
Yeah.
Like if it was water, if it was anything, don't reach for it.
You're kind of still have that PTSD. You still do it till today.
I still do it. I hate that I do it, but I still do.
I'm gonna die if I drink that.
And so if I'm like at the dinner table and I see my mom take one sip of water, I'm like, you can't do your food.
you call them out on it. You call them out on
Mom, your food is not done.
Dude, I catch my mom this all the fucking time, and if she sees this, she knows I'm calling her out because I always tell her, and it turns into like a kind of a mid argument in the car. I always put my seatbelt the first fucking thing I do when I get in the car, because my parents would yell that shit, repeat it, you know.
As soon as you hop in the car,
they do like they do this thing like and you're like
they talk under
with the throat. You're like,
yep,
it's like some like Voldemort
mad.
shit, you know,
mad.
And then the veins. So my mom drives like at least 3 blocks. And I'm like, and then you hear that, dong, dong, dong. Mom, the seatbelt. And my mom would be like, "Ay boy." I was adjusting something in the car, or I needed to, adjust this, or I needed to see something. I'm like, no,
just do
you
this.
sit in, buckle, then you start driving. You don't have to adjust shit. It's not blocking your arms, not handcuffs.
Yeah.
Especially when that beep's going
and
a little too long.
And I'm just like, dude, it's like this at a point. It's like, boom. I'm like, stop.
Like, Mom, stop making excuses. Come
on.
You told me not to make excuses. I ain't making no excuses.
I think the biggest one that I hate the most is when my parents, and I love putting music loud, but when I'm in the straight, or like I know I'm not in traffic, but it's a loud, I can still hear the cars and shit. But I want to enjoy my music. I hate when parents or people, well, I think it's just the old schoolness. Like car rides with my dad are dead ass silent, or he's got like meditation fucking massage music, like, oh, and I'm like, what the fuck? I want to listen to like Pink Floyd. I want to listen to like, I don't know,
just not meditation music,
or Buddha's like, or kind of the like the Buddha vibe. I don't want to listen to like, weird chimes. Binaural beats. I'm like, I'm on a highway. I want to listen to AC/DC. I want to listen to like heavy bass. I want to like,
No, and when you play music in your parents' car and they're trying to find the directions, they tell you turn it down.
Turn it down. I can't see.
I'll be like,
or oh my god, makes no fucking sense.
I feel like if I were to drive, I do.
Now that I'm older, I kind of get it, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't drive.
I've been driving for 6, 7, I can't remember. 2015. I never needed that.
I mean, it really depends.
I think it's like a myth, and I'm starting to think, dude, because once you get your license, and you have to read the manual, or you just get it common sense. That light thing, the memes now, that shit wasn't illegal. That shit's the biggest fucking scare parents did.
Yep.
Because I used to love that light, so I can play with my toys in the back seat. Turn it off. It's illegal. You're gonna go to jail.
No,
fuck that.
No,
my god.
My parents tell me it's because it makes it hard for them to see the rear. But like
that makes more sense.
That makes more sense. Just say that. Just fucking say that.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed, Spencer.
And be like, why? Just cause.
Yeah, because I said so.
Because I said so.
Yeah.
Why is it bad for you? Just because I said so.
Dude, I remember.
When you're 6 years old, that's
because I said so. Yeah. It reminds me. We were supposed to be at Dylan's part 1 party or sleepover, and your dad said yes, and then last minute, your dad said no. You know what? You can't go.
Really?
Out of nowhere, I remember.
I think it was sound like something he would have done.
And then you texted me. You're already like on my way. No, we planned book a team up. We were gaming day. It was for gaming.
Was it for some Cyber Express?
Some Cyber Express was this
old landing place that we used to
go to. You play with your friends. when you actually had that, like people, it's dying off more because of like better Wi-Fi and stuff. But remember that you had to go to a cafe sometimes to link up with your friends and play the game.
Internet cafe to play computer games together.
Yeah, not through because Wi-Fi wasn't as good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
Yeah, dude, that was fun.
But I remember his dad was like, okay, you can go. He's like, I'm on the way. All the guys are there. All the computers were on. We saved you a spot, a couple noodles.
Like, oh guys,
5 minutes.
I can't come over.
It was like, what you just said? No, I know my dad said no, I can't.
Go.
Sorry. That was like horrible. Because then we went swimming afterwards and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hard times.
Yeah, those are the best times though. Mm-hmm. And it's like the because I said so. Or did you guys go on every field trip? Did your parents actually sign it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were cool with those.
The field trips were cool? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Only once where my parents both were not in the country.
Yeah.
So then my parents were like, yo, Nadia, sign it for him. But I was scared. I'm like, they're not here. Because, when the teacher starts explaining, here's the paper. Make sure your parents sign it.
Everybody gives them the permission.
Make sure I get 2 signatures,
Yeah.
I don't know why I sound
and there's always
like that. But like,
always
that's
felt
my
bad
teacher
for the
voice.
kid that didn't bring the permission slip.
Yo, the kid that actually never went.
I know.
Oh my God. He'd be like, yeah, I can't. I'm not going.
Yo, recess and lunch. The day after, or when they come back, if it's like an early morning and they come back midday, we had the best time. Rubbing it in the kid's face.
Like, really?
The kid's like, yo, like I bet the kid was like, dude, like, wow.
But imagine
for you guys.
Imagine his.
I stayed in class.
Dude,
his or her point of view.
I had to do math.
You were
All your
subbed.
friends are out of
You
school.
know when you get I forgot what it's called.
I feel like
Farmed out, when you get farmed out to different classes.
Yeah, because your class could go.
Yeah.
You have to join. You're the one weird.
you're like
you're the one kid that doesn't click with
Yeah.
anyone because it's not your
You
class.
feel like a foreigner, man. Like,
and they have traditions, like
Yeah,
each classroom has their own singing group, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You're
like,
hate
I would
it,
be
man.
an
alien. You feel like an alien.
I'd be at the zoo right now, bro.
right?
Dude, yeah,
I'm not supposed to be sitting with this class.
Yeah.
it's like it reminds me of that Eddie Murphy joke. Like, I have ice cream. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back for that brief intermission. Sorry, and so we were saying that the farm kid, the kid that goes to the other group. Oh,
I'd stay home, bro.
Just stay home.
no, because you couldn't. That was like
like this.
Well, I would probably if I can't go, I'm gonna fake my sickness because I can't go.
I'm not
At
going
least
home.
everybody knows, like, oh yeah, he couldn't come to the field trip because
Yeah.
he's sick,
But you know what?
not because he's incompetent.
But there's some field trips that you're like, fuck it, I guess I have to go because all my bros are going.
Yeah.
Even
though you don't want
boring
to,
library ones, like science centers, when you're going to like something scientific, like
And you can't even touch anything, bro, unless like you're with the group, like you're with your people, like
you can't touch anything unless you had that cool teacher that'd be like, okay, yeah, you guys can do that.
Yep.
But if you had that strict teacher, hands to your sides, go fuck yourself. I'm a kid. What do you not want me to do?
You want me to literally look at everything and not touch a thing?
Yeah. So like, if the
I'm not
cool,
wired like that.
I think the best trips were museums, because you're like, wow, that's a dinosaur.
And grad trips.
No, but doesn't count yet. That's like, dude, that's for partying, bro. I'm talking about like primary, middle school, and
like grade 8 grad trip.
What you guys? We didn't get those.
You didn't get that for us.
it's like our CWW.
We basically just thing. For me, for example, we went to Muskoka.
Okay, cool.
So like we went to a cottage and shit. Like it was with a bunch of different schools. And
Yeah.
they all, like, came
So
together.
8th grade, right? So that
Yeah.
you saw how the 8th grade CWW was more vacationy than the other ones.
right, yeah, Tulum.
Same
like
thing.
that.
Tulum.
Yeah.
So
I felt bad for
Tulum
kids who
it's
didn't go
like
to
some,
the
an
Tulum
island in
of-
Malaysia,
Yeah.
and so that's our Muskoka. That's our Southeast Asian Muskoka.
Yeah.
And
I
that
felt
was
bad for the
island.
kids who didn't go on those because they actually miss out.
Those were the those
devastating.
like the trips, airplane,
Yeah.
passport with your friends,
You-
first
you have,
time
like,
talking
a
to your
whole,
homies.
whole bus full of your
Yes.
stuff.
Oh,
luggage.
That's a tragedy. If you
But if
can't
it's just
make
like a lunchbox kind of field trip to the zoo, which is still fun,
That's still
okay.
fun, bro.
yeah,
But like the boring ass ones, I would actually envy the kid that was home playing video games or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I could be at home playing video games, man.
I could
Watching
not, I don't know what to do
cartoons.
this.
I could watch Fairly Odd Parents, bro. I could eating snacks
You wouldn't have
My
to watch
God.
a rerun in the afternoon because
Yeah.
you already watched in the
in the
beginning.
morning. Yeah. Did you have a bus to go to school, or did you walk to school, or were you?
It
dropped
depends how
off?
far you are from your school. If you're a certain distance far enough, you
Yeah.
take a bus. If you're within the distance, you have to walk. Or you have
What
to,
part of the bus did you sit at? Because I know you're younger than us.
Well, no, it depends. When I was in, let's say, grade 3, 2, sit in the front. Once you get to like 4,
Yeah.
6, you
That's
go
how-
middle.
That's how it worked.
7,
Yeah.
8, 7, 8.
So
go
you
to the
still
back.
you still were in that time where there was a bit more respect.
Yeah,
It was
'Cause-
like there was a hierarchy on.
Yeah.
yeah. There's hierarchy.
I got to share the bus with my sister. She was she was
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
sophomore, junior, senior,
got
and I
to
was
take
a
advantage of
baby. I
that.
was like first, second,
and you'd
grade,
sit at the
third.
front.
No, because you have like an older sister. It's like, yo, allow me a seat next to you, you know? Right? And then
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to my sister in the senior zone, and they're like, hey, what up, little man? And I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Yo.
It was the time where my sister would like share her iPod, but the first, like the big one. And she would, you know, when if you have an older sibling, they lend you that one piece to split.
Yeah.
Think about doing that now. That is like true, you know, they want you to learn music.
Yeah.
So my sister would split this, give me some Tiesto, Black Eyed Peas, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
her gen, NSYNC, everything.
My sister is exact same.
And the
She-
best part,
she's whole.
when she lets you do the,
Yep. Yep. She was a
Oh.
whole 8 years older than me, so I was like a little
Yeah.
first grader. She was already in high school.
yeah, mine's 9 years
So I
old.
could sit there, and she had her nano, and we used to just. But the thing is, she never allowed me to touch the nano.
Oh damn, she wasn't like that.
No,
Nalia,
So you can listen. You can listen.
Nalia,
just,
come on.
Just don't touch it. And I was like,
It's
Fine.
it's like the, hey, you can see it, you can't touch. Like
Right,
there
yeah.
you go.
Yep.
Oh, you're like, stop it.
CC no touchy, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
on the good days, I could choose one song.
I mean, at least you got to listen. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 No, I mean,
She, like you said, she was educating me.
yeah.
With the music.
She was like your mentor. She was your master. You're the Padawan. bro.
Knowledge.
She's
Yeah.
the Jedi master. Yeah.
My music taste definitely came off.
My music taste is because of my sister.
Mm.
Yeah, she was like my biggest influence in school.
I think when I started, like, I was really impressed with myself when I started, like, finding music myself. Remember that time when we were like,
Oh, yeah.
What age was that for you guys when you like started discovering music for your
After
own
my sister
liking
left.
without like
After my sister left,
Yeah.
because when our sisters left, because same generation actually.
Right, yeah.
2008, she graduated.
seven?
7?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2008.
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
My sister was 2008. Then we were third grade then.
Yeah.
So after she left, I still kind of lingered to the songs.
Right.
And then entering fourth grade, getting my clique, my first like kind of like everybody's on their own because she left. Now I had my own.
I haven't reading my
Yeah.
my first
Yeah,
one too.
that's when my sister left. I got my first one, and that's when I started downloading shit that I wanted. So, I think that was like fourth grade is definitely when we all like you and I started. But other than that, we were like handy down music from just to create our foundation, which is awesome. You know, I feel like it's like creating your own character in a video game, but then you look at it like, hey, let me see when you can see your friends with older siblings. Well, like what's gonna be their foundation music? You're like, oh, I know where you're coming from. I know your element. You know?
Right.
So it's cool. And
For
yeah.
me, I think it was around grade 6 because that's when I got an iPod from my uncle from the Philippines.
Nice.
So that's when he
Nice.
first gave it. First, I had a bunch of songs on it, so I was listening to that. But I was like, you know what? Let me try and explore this.
Yeah.
Let me try and explore. I started listening to my own music. It may not have like I don't even remember what I used to listen to.
You don't know the
I-
artists you went to, like your go-to?
All I remember, I started listening to Beatles. Beatles,
Nice.
my
Good.
first. Beatles, Green Day.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
yeah.
else?
You just hit so many nerves with Green Day.
Yeah, no, I listened to a lot of old songs when I was younger. It's because my dad listened to them a
Yeah.
lot too. So, like, I chose them, but it's because it was similar to what my dad listened to.
I listened to a
Right.
lot of
Yeah.
They influenced me too.
Yeah.
Green Day, Papa Roach,
Yeah.
because the rock element of my sister.
Yeah.
What's the one? It's the most common punk. It's like in the tip of my tongue.
Punk?
All the small things. It's from
Gorilla? All the
Small
small
things.
I don't know, dude. I don't remember.
Dude, no way.
But, like, for me, when I truly
no
started
way, you know what
finding
we're
my
talking
own,
about, right?
It was like grade 8. Grade 8 was when I started started exploring out of
Hold on, I need to find
of what I knew.
I would say that for me too, because although grade 4, I did have my first like iPod for the at the time.
Blink
I was
182,
still-
by the way. Blink 1 fucking
There it
82.
is.
I can't believe I forgot that. I didn't forget that I knew the lyrics, but I couldn't say it. Yeah, so like this was my sister's legacy to me.
Well, be careful with that.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. So that's my sister's legacy.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you
Is
saying?
that gonna be like allowed? Like,
No, not really.
no, okay, no. Scratch what I was just about to say. I just had a brain fart. But I think, although I did have my first like portable music player,
Yeah.
by the time I was 10, I was still being like listening to the songs I was being fed to. I first started creating my own taste probably by like late middle school. That's like when I first started like listening to music for the actual like art of it and not just like going like
Yeah, the
this
shit
all the time.
bops.
You know?
It's when you started listening, like actually
When I actually started to like
forming your own
deep it
taste,
in,
your
you know.
own taste in music.
What was like? I think what's the one artist that you thought, yo, I'm superior than everyone else in music taste in my age group?
It was definitely Kendrick Lamar, "Good Kid, Mad City." When he dropped that, and when I listened to that, I thought this was the greatest
Mine was,
thing ever. And if you don't agree with me, you're stupid.
Channel Orange.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
For me, I don't even remember.
Yes.
Channel Orange and Channel Orange and
And Channel Orange.
And don't forget Channel Orange.
yeah, no, it was
that was different. Definitely.
yeah. You know what? No, I was Channel Orange in a lot of Usher singles.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like which ones?
Burn.
Burn is so good. The whole Confessions was a
Yeah.
masterpiece. What you got?
I don't know.
Ramen.
Lecrae. I don't know if you guys know who Lecrae is.
Lecrae.
Okay, I haven't listened to enough Lecrae. But
Yeah.
But him, that was back like when I started listening to more rap. Like him, because it wasn't bad, right? It was more gospel type rap. So that's
Yeah.
why I was like, I was okay with it. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. For him, yeah, that because me and like 3 other friends were the ones that found him, and we would like us would be like, yo, you listen to this song. I'd be like, yo, yeah, that's sick. That's a nice song.
Lecrae was your guy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then that only lasted for a bit. And after that, I was like, I don't know. I just like everything. I'll listen to the assortment of everything, bro.
Yeah.
I'll listen to Japanese music, K-pop. I'll listen to
Right.
anything. I'll listen to
Variety. You got that. Yeah.
R&B,
except
like-
country. I'm sorry.
I still haven't quite dipped my toes.
Yeah.
Except
it's-
country. I'm very sorry to
It's
all
not
you
like
country
my
lovers.
genre.
It's just not it, Chief. I'm sorry.
Not there
Not
for
it.
me.
Yeah.
Not it really ain't it.
I see the vision.
Yeah. Round in my big green tractor.
Yeah.
You
I
can
think
go slow.
my
Crazy, 'cause
bangers.
I'm like willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Like if I hear it, I'll be like, yo, can you please change this?
I like rock. I like
Yeah.
anything like house music. Like EDM. I don't mind EDM. I don't mind it. But I love jazz, and yeah. So it's like weird, it's not many jazz lovers out there,
Right. Yeah.
like at that age. So it's like that's old people music,
Yeah.
right?
In
That's
grade
beautiful.
11, I had this phase where I listened to just only rock music.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
like Bohemian Rhapsody. I'd listen to what else?
Ben Wagner. I'm just kidding. That's
Shut up.
hypocritical of me.
What else? We built this city on rock and roll. And then there was American Idiot, bro. My friend had this playlist, and that's what I listened to all the time.
I think I started with
That was like a
grunge
huge
and
part of my
punk
grade
rock.
11.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. My rock is my dad's rock, 1960s and 70s. So anything from the 60s and 70s, you got Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath. So it was hard rock, metal, right? Yeah. So it was then 70s came along, and then like mid 70s, 80s, we're starting talking about like ZZ Top, and then Kiss, so that stuff was like Detroit Rock City,
I'm not as knowledgeable in the rock genre. The one group,
Barracuda,
the one
Mississippi Queen.
Yeah.
That's all. Shouts out to Guitar Hero, obviously.
And that's not bad.
It's not a bad thing
It's
at
not
all.
music.
I'm not ashamed of that.
Yeah.
I think Guitar Hero let everyone feel what
Guitar Hero
rock
songs.
felt like in your hands.
And like to keep it in the
Rock.
same topic of like Guitar Hero, like
Yeah.
the one group that actually resonated with me the most, the one song, the one group I will never
Can I
like
guess?
skip. Yeah, you can probably guess.
Aerosmith.
Ooh, not quite.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
A little bit Impact.
Yeah, my bad.
Not Aerosmith. It starts with a P.
Wow.
Rock. Pop rock.
Pop rock. B? B?
P.
I was gonna say Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys. That's a good one.
You
Paramore.
do like
Paramore. Paramore.
Wow.
I don't. There's not a group I love a lot like Paramore.
What about Metallica?
Oh my gosh, Metallica's good.
Yeah. I feel like. Do you ever think rock will come back?
It's still here.
It's still here. It's
Just
just they always have a huge listening.
No.
I mean, it's
Talking
not.
about-
It's not on the top
It's
10.
not
It's not
rock,
on the top
rock.
20. But it would like that's just the times.
We're talking about rock. You think they could ever come back?
Are you talking like 60s, 70s rock?
Are you like
80s
saying come back as in top Billboard?
Think about it. The culture of the 60s, 70s, music-wise, that existentialism, that psychedelicness. It's the
Woodstock.
culture. The culture of consuming. Like, think about how many countries are legalizing stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be a dawn of a new stuff, like obviously the lost son of that era. Now, imagine like a version of that now with all the, the hybrid instruments, the way different artists dip their toes in genres and feature are inspired through things.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you never know. Drake could go rock for no reason whatsoever.
If it's hot, he'll do it.
If it's hot, if this guy
do it.
knows it's hot, he'll try
I'll
it.
do it.
He'll actually try it.
Yeah, he's already got that UK flow down.
Yeah, no,
He's got
he's been past that, and now he's trying to go. Like, I don't know if you listen to other songs. Man, speaking other languages now, bro.
yeah.
Drake is definitely a special case when
Yeah.
it comes to the music.
His
Like,
Spanish
yeah.
wasn't that bad. It was
No, okay.
I was like, damn.
Drake is as first a businessman, then a musician.
Do you know
This
that
guy knows
Do you know
what's
that
good.
one of my I know people that were like, "Yo, who's this new reggaeton artist?" Because Mia, I'm like, "No, that's Drake."
That's Drake, bro.
I'm like, "Dude, Drake sounded like a Chicano man." He got yo, and he got that. He had that pronunciation with the flow,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, "Okay, that's nice."
Yeah, he didn't butcher it. He didn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, me and my friends always have this argument. Is Drake the GOAT? GOAT, greatest of all
it's
time.
that kind of controversial shit. Like, who's the? Because people can argue Michael Jackson was.
Yeah, that's my go-to goat. Now, yeah,
But are we talking goat of music or rap, or hip hop?
See, that's
or
hard.
pop?
Because, that's what we're saying. There's different types of GOAT. There's the GOAT.
But because he does so much, he diversifies.
Yeah.
We can just generalize music.
Yeah. Music of our generation.
Okay.
I'll say that.
pop music.
Pop
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
I would definitely say. Damn.
That's a
He's
big
had
question,
He's
bro.
had a great streak for the past
Yeah.
It's
almost 10
and
years.
people can hate. You can. I know the arguments you can make if you hate his music. Maybe not hate his music. You hate him.
Yeah. Be like, oh, it's just a breakup
But
text, bro. You're
you
just reading a breakup
cannot
text.
fucking tell me that your head doesn't bop to his beats.
Yeah, no matter what.
When One Dance comes on,
yeah,
or Tuscan Leather, man,
he's just
or Motto. Oh,
bro. Yeah, models. That just gets you on the floor.
He just
can't.
knows what's
You
good.
can't.
That's it. He just
he
knows what's
knows.
good.
He,
and
he
delivers.
knows how to bend it his way. Honestly, he's a genius. I can't
Yeah.
not deny him that.
So
he
would
may
you
not-
call him a genius, not a GOAT?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I don't think he like.
Because GOAT, you
He's
have to
just-
pioneer something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just like I hear Drake and I don't have him on the same list as like Michael, Whitney
No,
Houston,
Michael.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
There you go.
Those are like
Yeah.
Mount
Goats.
Rushmore.
Those
heads,
are,
you know?
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Drake up there, but at the same time, I have never. I can't think of the last time I disliked a song of his.
Yeah.
Exactly. And doesn't that kind of bother you sometimes? Like, hey, you're doing too good. Like, stop it.
Like why? When are you gonna flop?
Yeah. And
Yeah, he hasn't had one flaw.
I don't
not
think
really.
he's gonna
For
have
someone
one.
who releases as much as he does, he's like
I
think,
know
like,
he releases so
It's
much.
consistency.
he releases so much music.
That's
Yeah.
you know what, and that doesn't bother me.
Doesn't.
Because I need music. I get tired of stuff really easily.
It's-
And think about it. A lot of stuff gets overplayed fast, and I like that he, he's on different levels. He's joining different artists. He's collabing everywhere he sees his opportunity,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. This guy's wow.
We went from Raptors to
And you know who's also getting there? Very, very little flops with The Weeknd.
yeah,
Yeah, Weeknd's good.
Weekend, bro.
Strong.
You know who's a GOAT? Daft
Position.
Punk.
I think would put them in like the techno house dance
Yeah,
goat
Yeah.
Like, they're pioneers. They're the heads of the- they're the heads of the genre.
started.
They got much. They deserve Mount Rushmore. Like they're
Yeah,
They do.
Like, because as Jason was
Name
saying,
me
he says
one bad-
pioneers. They were pioneers.
Name me one bad song. Of theirs.
You can't.
Like if someone, it's like
Impossible.
each group has a threshold on a genre.
Im-
Daft Punk has that.
But you
They
know
had
how
the
there's-
techno ring.
Yeah, but you know how there's artists that have
the string.
horrible songs in an album. You're like, what were they thinking, right?
Which
like,
artist do you remember the last had the worst song on their album?
I don't want to. It's a dangerous thing to say.
Just
I don't
say
think
it.
it's just bad. You know what? Not bad. Just not my style, and I didn't vibe with it. Miley has had some
Oh yeah.
handfuls of albums. Selena Gomez,
Yeah. It doesn't quite. Not
okay.
quite.
Taylor.
I didn't listen to Taylor's last album.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to though.
Hey, Snoop. His
Snoop has his ups
some
and downs.
choices
You know,
are
he's
not.
Snoop Dogg is like he's the artist that puts out a lot of music, and they just tend to not be amazing. when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
out.
For him, it's quantity over quality at this point. This guy just always putting out.
I love Neo, but Neo, he's got some like questionable albums. You're like, I did
True. Usher had this little period.
oh,
like,
the climax.
he was like, yeah, it was
yeah.
okay. It was all right. It wasn't amazing.
Yeah,
That album, Raymond versus Raymond, where he had like "There Goes My Baby" and like
that was
DJ
not-
Fall in Love again. DJ Fall in Love.
Oh my
Again.
god,
That was like a weird, like he kind of
in
was like
between.
It was
he
in
was
between,
leaving
yeah, you could
the
say that.
late
image rebrand
90s.
that wasn't working.
He was trying to mix the mid 90s with the fresh, almost mid 2000s pop,
Yeah,
and
That was weird.
that's the hybrid of what you get. DJ God is falling in love again.
yeah.
Yeah, doesn't mean we hate them. You know, we can still call out our
Yeah,
favorite
like
artists.
Maroon 5 has had their questionable releases,
Oh, yeah, they had a
but bangers,
bunch of-
but bangers.
Yeah,
but like
they come out
songs only made for. You can tell they made songs only made for
one
Billboard.
thing.
Yeah.
Like there's songs back in like Sunday morning type songs. They're
Oh, that are made. You can listen to them every weekend.
even like Misery was like still very Maroon 5-ish. It wasn't so
Payphone.
pop in your face
Yeah.
pop.
Payphone, I think, was like the last one,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
to be the last.
Me and Spencer
Maroon.
were singing this earlier. Bruno Mars.
Oh,
Do you think he's had any bad music?
not? I can't think of it. I can't
No,
think of a song.
even
where I
his
don't
like romantic cheesy ones, like the something the Brooklyn, the girl from Brooklyn.
I forgot.
was-
Whatever. This guy has so many sad songs.
Oh my
So
God,
many
it will
love
rain.
songs.
His but like his love songs,
Talking
his
to the
pop
Moon.
songs, his cocky songs.
Yeah, exactly.
The Lazy Song. It's called The Lazy Song.
Right.
Oh my God, that's an anthem for being a bum,
And it's fun.
and it's
That's
beautiful.
fun.
And you just bop your head to that.
Yeah, he's a straight up funk. He's got that funk.
Yeah.
No,
But that was a
I
bit
wouldn't
of a
just say.
rebrand. What did you
funk.
say?
Yeah. See, funk came back because
He like
of
kind of
him,
picked out his hair.
Yeah.
He started wearing suits and stuff.
but
Yeah.
he revived funk for a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is, dude,
Just
That's
like
hard. That's hard.
That's screaming, just like screaming the lyrics with the singer, kind of
Yeah.
vibe. That's
the background or the assistant singers.
Yeah.
The
girls get you hallelujah.
Ooh, yeah, and the whole
All that.
bangs and the
Yeah.
trumpets and the style.
It's fun.
And I love that you see a lot of that. James Brown, obviously,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only one you can inspire from. There,
Yeah.
a lot of '70s vibe went to that,
Yeah.
and
You
he's
see it
still,
in the music videos.
he's still kind of on that. He's like in between that with his 24K vibe,
yeah.
and I love that.
It's like
That's
that rich but I don't care type of.
but still being Bruno Mars, still being that romantic, sweet guy we all love, and he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Adele. Now we can start saying like newer artists that just came up and have changed drastically.
I mean,
Styles.
You saw the photo with the
Jamaican thing. Yeah, man. Talk about cultural appropriation.
so many jokes.
The hair
Fire
choice.
upon the rain, all that. Oh my God, beautiful.
Did she put patois in the comment?
No, but like everybody was like making fun of her, just putting like patois in her song title, just
Oh, yo.
to go with the picture. Why was she? Why though?
Yo,
was
that's
rough.
crazy.
That was rough. But she does look different. I wonder if her new album is gonna
It's
sound
be
any different.
You think that's
Just
got to do with
breakup
it?
songs.
Like that goes together?
I mean, look, she definitely went through some shit.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
She went through a lot of shit.
Divorce,
A lot of shit.
weight loss. You know,
Just
all
loss in general.
A lot of.
Just like I'm sorry, but
So
just
she's trying something
No
new.
disrespect,
Obviously,
yeah.
as we
like
can
no
tell.
disrespect, just loss in general.
That's like
she's
the main
experienced a
theme
lot.
of it. Loss.
Yeah.
Treason too. Fuck. Well, lost. There we go.
All right, so let's make bets on the new album title.
What were they? Rolling in the Deep.
No, it was.
No, that was not.
All her ages. How old is she now? That's gonna be her.
Oh, yeah, it's the ages.
Damn you, she goes through shit
Hey,
every
Siri,
year.
How old is Adele?
Adele is 32 years old.
It's gonna be called 32.
32.
Boom.
Boom. Easy. Clap. Easy
Bet.
clap. Bet.
What was the most popular one? What was your favorite one? When she was singing "Rolling in the Deep."
Rolling in the Deep was
Someone
good.
like you, bro. That shit.
Someone like
Yeah, that was like,
Hello.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit blew up, bro.
And you know, we had plans to go to Canada Wonderland coming back. We were like, yeah, nah, that shit's gone.
I want to ride the
The big one,
no
the Yukon.
Yeah.
What was it? It's on the Yukon.
Yukon Striker.
Yukon Striker.
I rode that shit once. I want to ride it in the front. I want to be in the front of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I still have to go.
yeah,
Yeah. If we go, we ride Yukon Striker, Behemoth, Leviathan.
yeah.
The big
I
three.
like that adrenaline stuff.
Me too.
Speaking about adrenaline,
love-
Yeah, and you gotta put your hands up, bro. If you don't put your hands up,
nah, I'm holding on.
you're a
This-
bitch.
Yeah.
No, I got.
Bitch.
Or sometimes I gotta
guy,
put
I
my
might go
hands on my
flying.
crutch because you know that feeling you get. You're like,
Yeah.
yo, stay down
Yeah,
there.
nah, dude. For
Oh
me,
my
it took
God.
me a while to get over it, but I just wrote it, and then I just went. You know, I slowly let it go, and I was just like, "Oh shit!"
It makes a difference,
because
right?
like, it's like you're getting pulled because you're like being held down, right? So you're like going.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's fun though, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was in a theme park, man.
No, me neither.
Proper theme park.
Hopefully it opens fast.
Actually,
Yeah, it's the shit you kind of start forgetting about right as you get older.
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You start noticing that stuff, and it's sad.
Keep going to the arcades. Keep going to the go-kart courses.
Arcades and glow in the dark, putt or mini golf.
Mini
Yeah.
golf.
You
Hold
got
on.
to.
Don't lose that within you.
No.
As a kid.
Who cares who's watching? Or like skee ball, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Trampoline parks all day.
Did you say air hockey?
Yeah, hockey. Yep.
Hockey's When you're aggressive and slam that shit, playing against like your older.
Remember
siblings.
when we played when we watched
Yeah, we went to
what movie was it?
Margot Robbie.
It was freaking
What's her name? Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
I telling you. Nope. Whoa. My brain was
Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I'm
Tanya.
Tanya.
my brain was
But
like,
nah, dude.
this is the movie they could possibly be talking
Yeah.
about, but you guys already said it, and then I said
Yeah.
what I had to say.
But like 10 seconds after,
Yep.
though, you were like lagging.
You're like Harley Quinn.
Dude,
I told-
that shit was
what?
fun when we played.
Yeah, I was aggressive.
We were fucking shouting, bro. We were shouting. We were the only people there.
Yeah. Oh, and we did
must-
you guys have to try the one when you cover it to punch.
Oh yeah, we had. It was Sarah and Veronica that was with us,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah,
We went.
Oh, so you had to really, you really had to.
Nah, bro.
No, he got the highest score.
Oh yeah.
You're a bitch. Nah,
Oh,
you
he
know
got
how
the
that
highest
shit
score?
actually works. You know the thing. It hits the back. It's the back that.
Yeah,
Stretch.
I'm gonna vouch this, and I think the guys can compare. Your parents are not always right. Sometimes they do
always
it.
right.
Don't you think your parents? They're the couples, right? Sometimes they're best friends, or sometimes they're human. They were older
Yeah.
siblings, but they want to fuck around, and they're like, "Yo, my kid's not gonna." Like, if I was a parent now, I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I'm gonna do some jokes and kind of like traumatize them in a sense.
I would say more like I'm excited just to be
'Cause I
right on my
said
own
so.
account.
Yeah,
and not
every
have to
time.
explain myself.
Yes. So if your little siblings hear this, and if you're a kid, you really shouldn't be listening to this podcast. Period. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. Get the fuck out.
God damn.
And I can say it because I marked it as explicit, so I'm in my right.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck off. Just kidding. I'm gonna bleep that out. Boop, boop. There we go. I bleeped it out.
There you go.
But yeah,
There you go.
that's not a bleep. That's a water drop. What is that?
It's not a soundboard.
See,
that's his
it's-
actual
That's a
amount.
soundboard. Do it again.
In that, huh?
Do it again.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. It sounds like so. Pixar-ish.
It does.
It makes no sense, Pixar-ish, but people get it.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a good. Good time.
You know, typical episode. We'll be back soon, and I think soon we're gonna be talking about. You know what? Stick around and you'll see. Say, don't forget to like
subscribe.
I was gonna link. I said link. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
hit that notification bell,
button,
guys.
yeah.
Don't ever forget to see someone.
No, but you
upload
have
a
to
new
do
video.
you have to do like the sometimes they look at a different camera, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That's the radio voice.
Oh yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Take care.
I'll see you later. But yeah, if you're hearing an audio version in Spotify, follow us and share that, playlist with your friends, because, it would be nice for us.
Give us any feedback.
Yeah. Yeah. Comment on our social media. We have it all in the description below. And if you can't see the description below because you're in Spotify, check us out on YouTube. Give us a view.
These guys' pretty faces.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So see you guys. Take care.
Peace.
I'll bet.
Boom.
You can take a nap. Thanks for watching this episode of the Disruptive Podcast. Make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other social media platforms, IG, Twitter, and we're also on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. So be sure to check us out and stay tuned.